Oh, I gotta say, I've been sitting here for about 10 minutes, just kind of ready to go live and trying to calm my heartbeat down. It's Pete. I'm here on the brand new night, the Tuesday night show. Usually, I am nervous to go live by myself because it's scary to be a blind guy with all this equipment all over the place and hoping it all goes well. Let me check my notifications, make sure that we're live. Yep, that's me. It says YouTube. I'm live on YouTube. I'm also live on Twitch. Also live on Facebook. But of course, everything went so wild last week. I got a little nervous about that. We should have some moderators in the chat this week because I didn't even know it could happen. I didn't even know you could get.
Said the Goose of Nala has been summoned.
What up, Goose of Knowledge? Thanks for joining us.
_0111 said hello.
Hello. You can tell the
MF Angel said Pete.
What up, Dank MF Angel? You're here like every week.
OWO.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear the regulars.
1x_da_rat_in_your_closet.
So many underscores.
Lemon.
Lemon. All right, let's fire off the intro.
Amphibian said hand think waving hand think
To the
waving hand
Blind
think
Surfer
waving.
Show.
At stars_art-123
Yo.
said hi.
Hi, welcome in everybody.
At Chase
I am a little bit early.
Z said everyone said a hard R.
Everyone said a hard R.
At
Peter. My name is Peter. Yep, that's the hard R.
_your closet said YIP.
Yo, that person with the bazillion underscores in your name, I feel like we need to get you a new screen name just so my text-to-speech can read it a little bit faster. Yeah, but I was saying last week was such an S show. What happened, I guess, was everybody got into a fight in the comment section trying to defend my honor against that goofball Alex, and someone reported it. I guess you probably saw this if you watched the trailer, but this is what I found out from YouTube, that it triggers the algorithm, and if someone reports that the algorithm it scans what it's hearing, and then it scans the chat, and apparently there was enough stuff going on in the chat that it agreed with the assessment of bullying and or harassment. So it did get taken down. The whole live chat got taken down, which is a huge bummer. I'm just here to have some fun. Wherever you guys are in the world, I hope that the winter storms aren't killing you out there. You know, it was actually because of a winter storm or a series of winter storms that I ended up here in San Diego, because I've lived in Boston for most of my life, Manhattan for a while, and it was the winter of 2015 where it was just snowstorm after snowstorm after snowstorm. We had like 128 inches of snow that year, and I remember, so I was working from home. Banana was I think she just moved in with me like the year before, and she had to get to work every day. She's a nanny, and she had to get there because those families were depending on her. And so every damn snowstorm, and there was one like every 3 or 4 days, I'd go out there with the snowblower and I'd snowblow the driveway and then try and get her out in the driveway and send her off to work. Day after day, snowstorm after snowstorm, and finally one day, the stupid snowblower gave out, and I had this neighbor. His name was Dr. James. Most arrogant man I've ever met in my life. I met the guy. First time I meet him, I was like, "Hi, I'm Pete." And he's like, "Hi, I'm Dr. James. I make $500,000 a year." And I'm like, "What? Okay, good to meet you, Dr. James." And I couldn't believe he said that. Later on, he met my parents. He's like, "Hi, I'm Dr. James. I make $500,000 a year." I'm like, "Good for you, dude." He was a surgeon, and he told us, I found out later it was a lie. He told us that because his job was so important, the city and state would pay to plow him out and make sure that he could have access to the street so that he could get to the hospital for his very important job. And I found out that was a lie. He was just paying to have people come. But the 15th snowstorm of the year, when my snowblower finally broke, Banana, she had to get to work, and she saw Dr. James's personal snow plow out there, and she ran out, no hat, so her blonde hair was flailing in the air, and she played the damsel in distress, and she's like, "I need to get out, and the guy, he's like, "Well, I was hired for just over here," but he did one, he's like, "I'll do one pass." So he did this angular pass into our driveway, and it was just enough for her to get out. And yeah, that was 2015. We actually came out to San Diego that December. We kind of toured out here, checked out this area, realized there was no snow, and we're like, this is a lot better. It's nice to not have to shovel, but man, do I have sympathy for everybody out there in the world that is dealing with all these freezing temperatures, snowstorms, and power outages right now. How is the chat going? How is everything
At
in there
Scorn
this
316
evening?
said hello from Texas.
Hello from Texas.
Cowboy hat face emoji.
I didn't know there was a cowboy
At
hat face emoji.
Elvis_B said
At SarahCam7808 tipped $5 through Super Chat. Hey Pete, just dropping by briefly to drop a Super Chat.
Thanks,
Have
Sarah.
a nice live show.
I thought she was gonna say have a nice life. Yeah, I thought Tuesdays you had other obligations, but look at her just dropping in to say hi and dropping $5 on top of that. I appreciate you, Sarah. You are super nice. I do have your boxes. You sent some stuff for Blanca Unboxing. We'll unbox it live tomorrow during the show with Brooks and Banana, as opposed to me and the rubber chicken over there. Do I have the right view? You know what? I might not. Yeah, this is one of the problems. So like. Let me see if I can show you. There's just a massive amount of equipment in here, and there's a bazillion buttons over here. And last week I did like a large portion of the show, I think, with this view on, because the monitor's over there. I think if I switch back to, let's see, if I switch back to this view, you might be able to see that there's a monitor over there. So Brooks can obviously see what's going on when he's here, and Banana can see what's going on, but I don't know what's on that monitor. So yeah, I did like a bunch of the show with this stupid view, which is kind of just showing you a portion of Streamlabs, but I mean to be in this view right here. I'll go back to the chat comments in just a second, but it is a call-in show, so let's get to the first caller of the day. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. Welcome to the new Tuesday show. Hey, who's this?
Hey, hello, is this, gotta make sure, hold on, I was completely unaware.
Sorry.
Hi.
Hi, how's it going?
Sorry, I was like, okay, hey, I'm JJ. I am from Grants Pass, Oregon. How you doing?
I'm doing great. You know what? You're doing better than 99.9% of the first caller. The Banana and Brooks will tell you this. The first caller every night, we never get them. They just there's nobody there, and and then I have a panic attack because the equipment setup here is just massively complicated, and I test it and I make sure it works, and the first caller never says anything, and then I sweat bullets and go, oh crap, the person's not going to be there. So JJ, I'm very excited to hear your voice, even though you weren't ready.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wait and call for a bit, and then you were still talking on stream because it's a bit delayed.
Yes.
I was like, yeah, I'm probably gonna be waiting for a while. I was like, oh, I'm on call.
Yeah. I can press a button that makes it go like low latency so that I line up a little more closer with the callers, but there's more of a chance that it'll screw up the whole system. So my apologies to all the callers that I confused. But what's going on tonight up in Oregon?
Oh, what's going on? I am currently, okay, so I am in, my high school choir. Yeah, I'm in high school at the moment.
Nice.
And we are going to nationals in our area.
Wow.
If you don't understand, nationals for choir means, you see the highest choir, which is, at least in our area, is called not tenor bass choir. It is called, I forgot the name, but the highest choir that you have in our school, at least schools that get funding enough for choir, they all go meet up in, I'd probably say Eugene, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
They all go meet up in Eugene, and a lot of professionals, people who have, done this for years and years, they sit there, and then they essentially just judge you, and then you, depending on if you're good enough, you move on, and then you get judged, by other places in different areas. Heck, sometimes it can be live on TV.
Wow.
It's a whole huge thing.
So it is a competition.
And nationals in our area is a very big deal.
And so choir, what like genres of music will you be competing in? What do you guys sing normally?
Usually in choir, we do a variety of music when it comes to choir. Because choir, there's not necessarily a specific type of choir music.
Okay.
Most of the time we do a lot of, most of the time we do music that's, fitting at least for, a group of choir and doesn't necessarily need, instruments and stuff like that other than voices.
Yep.
But, we don't usually do hymns. Well, sometimes we do hymns if they're fitting for the show. But most of the time we do, a cappella, which is just, usual stuff you do for choir.
Yep.
And then, sometimes we do, if it's popular enough, we even do more recent music, stuff from musicals, TV shows, movies, all types of stuff. And as long as it, fits into the show's theme, which we have, at least most of the time, we just go for it.
So what's your big number?
Like,
What's
for
what are you hoping is going to win you the next step in the competition?
Okay, so when it comes to competitions, we have to do five separate we have to do five separate songs, right?
Okay.
And usually we are judged based off of five things. One, vocal quality.
Yep.
Two, timing to see if you actually,
Makes
are
sense.
on point
Yeah,
and
on
on
tempo.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Singing the right notes is, the basic stuff.
Yeah.
And then also, I have to say, there are other stuff that also applies. Like for example, another thing is that if you're like harmonizing properly,
Yeah.
if you're loud enough, you'd think that being loud enough would just be obvious, right? But sometimes it can be a huge issue for most choirs, so you're also judged based off of that.
Yeah, if everybody gets scared and they're singing all quiet and they can't hear you, that could be a little bit of a problem. If everybody's the only choir song that I can think of that went really popular was that like remake of "They Come from a Land Down Under," and then they turned it into a Christmas song or something. I think. And speaking of technical issues, I may have lost JJ right there, but I wish you the very best of luck in the choir competition. That I'd never heard of anything like that. I mean, there's singing competitions up the wazoo these days. The Voice and X Factor, American Idol, what if any of those are still on, I'm not sure, but very popular. I don't know if America's Next Top Choir team is going to be a huge thing on TV, but who knows? I mean, best of luck out there.
At Thieverythingboy-M4D said, "Nice to meet you."
Nice to meet you, but he's probably not
At
talking to me,
Jules
or she's
Draws
not
said,
talking
"You
to me.
lost me."
Oh, how did I lose you? What, did I lose you
At
with
the
choir
Goose
talk?
of Knowledge said, "Octopus blood is blue because it's copper-based in contrast to a human's iron-based blood."
I didn't know that. There's always a
At
fascinating
Jules
thing
Draws
to know
said, "They BK so much less than 3."
about octopus.
At
Octopuses
Jules
have,
Draws
I
said,
think they have
"Thank."
3 brains, if I'm not mistaken. Now, Goose of Knowledge, who's in there. I don't know how you have so many damn facts to drop when you're in the chat every night. I mean, I appreciate it. I love it. The more people that comment, the more that you share, the more that you do, the further this thing will go. We are on horizontal and vertical YouTube tonight. We're on Twitch. We're on Facebook. If you have a Twitch account, I noticed that, or I've heard that YouTube doesn't always send out the notifications. So if you are, hold on, let's see what this notification is.
Messages. No, Nisha's no. Just finished chapter 4. So
Oh, okay, that's good. Nisha's reading the book that I am getting ready to publish in a couple of months. I have to keep that thing active because sometimes work needs to hit me up even in the middle of the show. If you've been watching for a long time, you have heard like I've gotten things sent to me. It's like, oh, like kind of got to go and read this. But yeah, so if you have Twitch, it doesn't hurt to subscribe over there as well. I'm at Pete Gustin on Twitch because they are more reliable at sending out the notifications. I mean, listen, I got 2.5 million followers on YouTube. So they're not going to send out 2.5 million notifications. They just don't. I mean, I'd love it if they did. I think it'd be cool if everybody knew that I was going live, but they don't really do it that way. So I don't know, if you're on Twitch, you want to subscribe over there as well, then you can be sure to not miss this exciting show. I'm usually solo on Tuesdays. That's starting tonight. I'll be live Tuesdays every night. And then on Wednesdays, we have Brooks and Banana, but tonight it's just me and the Red Rubber Chicken. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. Hey, who's this?
This is Drew,
Drew, what's going on? Where are you calling from?
Barrington, Michigan.
I feel like we should have a competition of whose thermometer is the lowest tonight. I'm guessing Michigan's on the chilly side, right?
Yep.
I
Wind chill, it's supposed to be -1.
-1. I don't like hearing anything when it's got a negative in front of it. That is rough. So are you staying inside or you got to go outside and brave the elements?
I'm staying inside.
Smart man. What's going on tonight?
Not much.
Just calling to say hi.
Yep.
Give me an
And
interesting
next
fact.
time you see Brooks,
Oh yeah, yep.
and the next time you see Brooks, please tell him to tell Dunn I said hi.
Tell him you said hi. Do you know Brooks?
No,
You
tell
just-
him to tell Dunn I said hi.
Oh, will he know who Dunn is?
Because Brooks and Dunn,
Oh,
They're a
dun.
country music duo.
Little over my head there. I get it. I'm sitting here thinking like, how does Brooks know someone in Michigan who knows someone whose name is Dunn? I get it. All right, little slow tonight. I appreciate it.
That's okay.
Anything else going on tonight, or just jokes that I'm too slow to catch?
Let's see. I know lots of jokes.
Okay, give me one more joke. I'll see if I can get this one.
Okay. What breed of dog can jump higher than a building?
What breed of dog jumps up higher than a building?
What breed of dog can jump higher than a building?
Can jump higher than a building. I don't know. What breed of dog can jump higher than a building?
Any breed. Buildings can't jump that high.
Okay. All right. 760-517-6844. Bad joke. I like bad jokes. Someone sent me a bottle opener. It was like a dad joke bottle opener. And the first joke was a eyesight joke. God, I can't remember what it was. God, it's in one of the blind guy unboxings. I'll have to read. And now every time you pop the top of a bottle, it tells like a really bad dad joke. 760-517-6844 is the phone number.
At Brooklyn Win-FN9 and said I got a joke.
All right, Brooklyn.
At Jack-T5Z8N asks OMG I caught alive my special needs son wants to know do you surf in winter?
I do surf in winter. I mean, I'm not a big fan of it.
The Goose
I
of
kind of tend to
Knowledge said
complain
yes
about it.
is the proper way to answer the question about religion.
I do surf all winter long. I went this past weekend. The temperatures in the water haven't gotten that cold. They've only gotten down to like 62, which isn't bad. Anything below 60. I don't have fantastic circulation. So usually when I'm surfing in the winter, my fingers start to turn blue and then my toes start to turn a little bit blue. And then I start to shiver and then I start to complain. And my coaches are like, okay, we can get out. Hey, who's this?
At Double I tipped $5 through Super Chat. There's a condition where someone has partial or full vision loss, but the brain doesn't accept it and hallucinates, causing them to run into walls.
That sounds, I mean, I wouldn't put it past the brain. There's so many different diseases and so many different things out there. So they have partial or full vision loss. The brain doesn't accept it. They think they can see and they start walking around and they run into walls, specifically, according to that super text. Not cars, not other people, not bicyclists, but specifically walls, which would be rather painful, I suppose. 7605.
7,427 said you are awesome.
Thank you. You are awesome as well.
At Thieverythingboy-M4D said I am 14.
Okay.
I thought I should mention that can I watch or even call?
I mean, you can watch.
At
As far
the
as I
Goose of
know,
Knowledge
this isn't a
said you would be
restricted thing.
correct at AAYY.
Yeah. Someone was asking about
At
the
Chaos Hero said
Chaos
hello
Hero.
Pete.
Hello, Chaos Hero. What's going on?
At Late Night Gamer 14 said Jesus loves you.
Thank you, Late Night Gamer. Is Late Night Game? Well, it's not late enough. What time is it? It's 7:26. So Late Night Gamer isn't that late night gaming, I suppose. But yeah, the person was asking, do I surf in winter? Yeah, I mean, I just put on a slightly thicker wetsuit. I go out there. I certainly prefer, like when I think about the enjoyment I've had when I was surfing, it's not the first wave in the winter. You're walking out, you walk out until you hop on your board and you paddle. And that first wave that smacks you in the face. And then inevitably it like goes down your wetsuit. They call it like getting flushed. It either goes down the front to the back of your wetsuit. And it's just like, oh my God. Because we're there like early in the morning. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. It's kind of gray out. The sun's not out. The water temperature is like 55 degrees. And it just smacks you in the face. There are sometimes when you're surfing in the winter on like really difficult days and you have to duck dive under the waves. So a wave's coming at you, and if you want to get past it, you have to duck under it. And there's some days, like, have you ever had a popsicle headache? You duck under the wave, and it's like your head's cold, and you duck again, and you're like 6 waves later, you're like, if one more of these comes, I'm just gonna have like the biggest headache, and it just gets me every time. Like, just stop coming at me and let my head thaw out. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. You heard that person. I heard that person. They're there. They just took a breath. We'll go to them and see who it is. Hey, who's this?
Danny.
Danny, wait, I thought you told me Tuesday was not going to be your night.
No, Wednesday was not going to be my night. Wednesday is Michael and Daisy's.
Okay, well, Michael's a big banana fan, so that works out well. Now, I forget, was it you or Trent I was talking to last week when I realized I got kicked off? It was you, wasn't it?
No, it was Trent.
Oh, it was
whenever
Trent.
You realized you got kicked off the landscape.
So a couple things happened there. I didn't know, like Trent was basically informing me that I'd been kicked off, but I thought that I was completely kicked off. I didn't know I was only kicked off the horizontal. I was still on the vertical, and someone had sent a super chat, which I didn't catch because I wasn't monitoring it anymore. That was an S show. Did you catch all 3 of the versions that I kept firing up to try and stay on, or did you give up after one?
No, I gave up and went to watch my other Wednesday stream.
Yeah.
Being honest.
The other person who didn't get kicked off and was staying on. Yeah, I can understand that. So what's going on tonight?
Well, right now I'm walking on the full 2 inches of snow or 2 inches of ice we got instead of snow.
Ooh, you didn't get any snow. It just came down wet and then froze over.
Yeah, we got enough snow where it came down, stayed for like an hour, then melted and turned into more ice.
Now, North Arkansas or South Arkansas? I forget where you are.
South.
South Arkansas. And what are the winter temperatures normally? Does it ever get like this there?
It usually gets to around freezing, but this weekend it got to the single digits.
Oh God, that's cold. Now, is it that kind of the 2 inches of ice where at some point you're just going to have to walk out to the driveway or the walkway and take like some lawn, like a hoe or something, and just whack it into the ice to start breaking it up? Is it already frozen over there?
What we usually do is we just see if we can get out of our driveway, and if we cannot get out of our driveway, my parents will call into work saying cannot get out of our driveway, and usually the school is shut down because the main roads or the back roads are froze over and not everyone can get to school.
Yep.
Yeah, so I've been out all week so far, and I'm going to be out tomorrow.
Oh wow, that's a lot of time off, which is kind of fun, but it also does mean that you're just going to have to make it up in June. They tack those days on at the end of the year, which kind of sucks.
Well, good thing that my school does the focus day thing, so I'm just losing those.
Oh, all right. So that's cool. You won't be stuck in school through the summer. I remember when I still had some vision, I remember watching someone had like a flamethrower. It was like a video that went viral, and someone was using a flamethrower to clear out the ice and snow in their driveway. And
I've seen that video.
Have you? Like, I guess it's a good idea. I don't know. It seems mildly dangerous to me.
Don't worry, as long as you don't point it at someone else and you don't point it at yourself, you're fine. Just don't be stupid with it.
Yeah, as long as I guess the back isn't leaking and you don't catch yourself on fire. But in the Northeast, when I was leaving there in 2015, it was becoming very popular that people would install heating elements under their driveway, and that was weird. You'd be driving around and you could see like just snow everywhere, white, and then there'd be this perfect rectangle, like a perfectly like. It looked like it was shoveled, but you're like, where's all the snow? How did they shovel it? But they were spending like gobs of money to put heating elements under the driveway, which saved a lot of trouble.
I just my head was confused for a second. Like, how do you put heating elements under gravel? But then I realized most driveways up there are not dirt or gravel. They're mostly like concrete.
Yeah, it's concrete. So they lay down the heating elements and then they cement over it. I think they leave a layer for the air to heat up or something like. I don't know. It was nothing I had. That last winter that I was there, 17, 18 times I had to go out there and snowblow. Broke the snowblower and had enough. Now I'm out here by the beach, not dealing with it.
Good for you.
Good for you, show off.
But so yeah, I've had a great weekend so far.
Like it's Tuesday and it's still the weekend for you. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, no school.
And then Wednesday too.
That's great. That is a nice long week. When you come back from winter break, go to school for 3 weeks, take another week off, and that's not so bad.
So the worst that's happened so far is I suffered a loss of one of my older dogs. But
that is I don't even deal well hearing about that. How old?
6 years old.
Yeah, that's young.
So not too terribly young, but not too terribly old.
I feel like that's kind of young.
But she had a few litters of puppies. She was getting sick,
Yeah.
Like, it's best now that she's not cold anymore. She's not sick. She's up in heaven chasing squirrels and squirrel hell.
Wow, that's funny. Dogs go to heaven, squirrels go to dog heaven. Yeah, that was a thing. That was a thing when I lost Superdog. Like, he wasn't sick as far as we knew. He was running around. He was perfectly healthy. We'd gone for like a run the day before. Turned out that his heart was enlarged and bleeding, and he was riddled with cancer. But since he was such a tough pup, we had no clue. Like, one day he was playing and having a good time, and the next day they're like, "This dude's gonna be done in 24 hours." So that was hard. But sorry to hear about your loss.
At least no, it's fine. She was a good dog.
That's cool.
We still have another dog, which is her son, actually.
Nice. The lineage
Still kicking around. Not even a year old yet.
lineage rolls on. That's good to hear.
And I have to say something to one of the people in your chat.
From tonight's chat or last week's chat?
From tonight's chat, who's
Okay.
in there right now.
Okay, what are they doing?
Goose of Knowledge, I want to tell you that Jesus loves you, and I hope someday you get to make a relationship with him.
Oh, there you go. I thought you were gonna like start a fist fight with someone in the chat. That sounds like a nice message.
Well, yeah, because I believe that as a Christian, I need to spread the gospel and get as many people to believe in Jesus as I can. So,
Well, hopefully I've got a lot of viewers for you tonight. We'll try and keep that viewership up. So if that's the message you want to spread, you got the forum this evening. Tomorrow night, I will tell Banana you said hi, but we'll be hearing from Michael and Daisy instead, I guess.
okay, yep. Good night, Pete.
Thanks a lot. Have a good night.
Good night.
Later, Danny. Let's
Lie
see.
to me.
Let's see if I can pop back into the chat here for a second. Someone said lie to me, I think. All right, chatters, you're up. Say something exciting.
At the Goose of
There's the
Knowledge
goose.
said, well, bud, I may not be very religious, but I am a firm believer.
All right, there is a fight
I am
going
from
on.
the Bible Belt, me friend.
There's a religious fight going on tonight. I mean, that's, there are worse things that could be going on. I guess it sounds
At
relatively friendly.
Rider-F3C said, be blessed.
Rider-FC3.
At Shark70,007,000 said,
Wow.
Jesus Christ is the only way to
Wow,
our
it's
Father in
definitely
heaven.
Turned into a
100 points
religious chat
emoji.
tonight. I'll tell you.
At
the
Karen
book-
Goodwin,
What up, Karen Goodwin?
3,204 said, hi, Pete.
Hi, Karen Goodwin,
At
3004.
Phoebe Ann said, tongue emoji to that.
Tongue emoji. What, is that a good
At
tongue emoji or a bad tongue emoji?
SIDRL007 said, you.
You.
At Oliver's Aviation one
Oliver's
said, on the
Aviation.
weather app, it says it felt like minus 35
Whoa.
last Saturday in Wisconsin.
Minus 35 in Wisconsin.
At Jack-T5Z8N
exceptionally
asks, what
uncomfortable.
advice do you have for an autistic child who finds live hard cause it doesn't fit him?
Who finds life
At
hard?
Brooklyn
'cause
Win
it doesn't- I don't-
FN9 and said, I
What
am
up,
a
Brooklyn?
turkey.
Yeah, cool for being a turkey. I can't can't put myself in the shoes of someone who is autistic. I wouldn't even try to take that one on, unfortunately. I mean, I got all sorts of advice of living with blindness, and I feel like I can relate to a fair amount of disabilities, but that one where you're perceiving the world differently, I'm not entirely sure how to help you out with that
At
one.
Thieverythingboy-M4D said, why don't monsters eat ghosts?
Why don't monsters eat
At the
ghosts?
Goose of Knowledge said the
Goose of
cigarette
Knowledge
lighter was invented before the match.
The cigarette lighter was invented before the
At
match?
Amphibi Ann
You
said,
know,
tongue emoji,
Goose of Knowledge
tongue
has
emoji.
never lied, but like, how did they invent the
At
cigarette lighter before the
Scorn316
match?
said the eye is because he's blind and it's on a surfboard.
Yeah, well, there's two eyes.
At Brooklyn
I
Win
think.
FN9
Hold on,
and said, I am a turkey.
All right, yeah, we get it, Brooklyn. You're a turkey.
At the Goose of Knowledge said hydrogen gas is the least dense substance in the world.
That is
at
true.
0.08988 grams per cc.
Yeah, I just switched over to the. I think you can see the whole view. Maybe you have to do it with this, but there's two eyes on this thing. There's an episode of Josh, my original first ever surf coach. He painted this thing. He did it in one evening. It is two eyes on the bottom of my surfboard because I don't have any eyes out there. It's nice to have at least one pair of eyes. This board, I love this board. It's a really good board. It's good for like small waves, but it's been stuck up on the back of this couch with my name hanging from it for like months. And if I take it out, everything's going to fall down and collapse. But I kind of miss riding this board. It's a fun backdrop, but one of these days I'd like to reclaim it. Maybe I'll actually come up with like a professional backdrop, but yeah, it's actually a really good surfboard. It's a very expensive surfboard too. And the fins are in it. There's like $180 worth of fins in this thing. The board itself is like an $850 board, and it's a backdrop for the show. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. Let's see what else we got going on the phone lines tonight. Hey, who's this?
Hello?
Hello. Can you kill the stream for me so I can hear you?
Yep.
Nice.
I killed it again. It's LT from Texas once again.
LT, appreciate your calling. How's it going tonight?
All right.
What's your level of frozen?
Everything here is pretty much done, except I did get a cracked windshield and my bumper came off my car because of slush.
Oh, hell.
I had about I already got someone to fix it for me for free, so it's not a big deal because it was just a bunch of stuff being pulled off because of the nasty weather we had.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's just cold.
The
I
cracks.
got something else to talk to you about.
Well, let me ask you a quick question because it's I spent most of my life in one state, and so in Massachusetts, basic car coverage, like the coverage they force you to get, includes free windshield repair for any reason. If you have like a crack or a chip or anything, something goes wrong with your windshield, everybody's insurance in Massachusetts covers that for free. And I remember when I came out here to California, Josh came to pick me up for the very first time, and he had this huge spider like crack in his windshield. I'm like, Banana's like telling me about it. She's like, I don't know if he can see out that thing. So I asked him, why don't you replace it? It's free. And he's like, no, it's not. Do you guys get that included in Texas, or do you have to pay out of pocket for
I don't know. I've only been out here a year, and my windshield was never cracked. So my windshield cracked today whenever I was defrosting my windshield.
Oh, God.
And it was like one crack.
Wow.
And I seen like a little spider thing happen. And then I heard crack, and I seen like a line just shoot halfway across my windshield.
Ooh.
And about a minute later, it just jumped all the way to the other side of it, and I didn't know what to do. So it's like, well, I'll just call my insurance tomorrow. So I don't know.
That's kind of
in
freaky.
Florida, it's free as well.
Okay.
Like if you have a cracked windshield, it's your fault.
Okay. Yeah. And they send the van to wherever you are. They replace it as you're there at work or whatever. But yeah, sorry. I was curious about that. I found out in California it wasn't included. I was like, okay, but what is your actual question, LT?
I told you about my skateboard company, but I haven't been able to establish it here yet because I want to do it legally.
Yep.
Would you like one of my skateboards? I wish you could appreciate what it is because I'm a beach guy myself. Like my skateboard design is off of a tree I used to see when you go to South Daytona. There's like two palm trees that make a V.
And is the skateboard in the shape of a V, or is that just the design?
It's the design on it.
Oh,
I wish you could appreciate it, but it's a surfer design because I'm a big skateboarder, and I used to work on Beachside every single day.
Oh, cool. You know what?
I used to work at a drugstore in Beachside.
If you want to snap a picture of it and send it, Banana's pretty good at explaining things to me. We did set up an email for this. It's blindsurfershow@yahoo.com. If you want to take a picture and send it off to me. I have a bunch of surf skateboards right now. I have a Yow board, which is your own wave. It's got those like Carver trucks on them. And then I have a bunch of handboards. The only regular standard skateboard that I have is a Jim Thiebaud from 1992. That's the only regular skateboard.
You stress me out when I see you on a skateboard, but I'm happy to watch you. Like that makes me happy because it's like, not only are you into the same type of things I am, it's like watching you overcome it, and you do stuff like, I have scars on my arm from slipping on a small rock, and watching you skateboard just stresses me out. I seen you go down that tunnel.
Oh, that drainage ditch. You saw that episode? Holy, so there's so much prep work that goes into the videos, like so much prep work. So Josh came with hold on one second, LT. Let's see what this is.
At Christian Mazba tipped $4.99 through Super Chat. I have been blind for 2.5 years and want to cook at the stove, but I am terrified of using it. Any tips or tricks on how to cook as a blind person?
Yeah, cooking as a blind person is stressful. You hang on, I'll get to that one in a second. I just want to finish up with LT. Hopefully I can remember cooking at the stove. But yeah, so there's
Go ahead, answer him.
Well, I mean that's a different thing. But that drainage ditch was filled with tiny little rocks and pebbles and leaves and dirt. So Josh came with a push broom, like a push broom and he cleaned the whole damn thing. And then we walked it up and down and up and down. And then Banana was going back and forth with like a regular house broom because I was going down that thing at a pretty good clip. I mean, you're going downhill and you're going fast, and I was trying to carve and go left and right, and one little rock would just totally take you out and wipe you out. But yeah, I mean, we try and prep as best we can. I was wearing a helmet during that video. I probably should have had some other padding on. I landed right on my ass, if anybody remembers, and didn't get hurt too bad. But yeah, skating blind is, well, doing anything blind is scary, basically, but that's extra scary.
Yeah, the skateboard that I want to send you, it's an old tribute to, you're a surfer, so you might understand, but do you know TNC Surf Design?
Oh, see, I only started surfing. Brooks would probably know. I started surfing late, so I don't know the whole history of all that stuff. But that name sounds familiar.
Yeah, it was both a surfing game and a skateboarding game, and it was
Oh, the
based off of a
game.
real company
Yeah, yeah, I
that
remember the
in
game.
Hawaii.
Okay, I think I used to play that like on a PC. Like that's an old game, isn't it?
Yes, it was on the PC and it was on the regular NES, and I was raised with that game, so we're pretty much the same age. And that stuck in my mind, so I put my skateboard brand and I redesigned it so it's like an 8-foot looking skateboard, and it has like a beach scene in the background,
That sounds super
and there's
cool.
a guy falling on his face because that was literally me. And one of my friends, he started skating like in his 30s, and he lost a shoe, so I incorporated a shoe just falling off while he was skateboarding, while he was falling down. So it's
That sounds like a fun design. Hit me up at blindsurfershow@yahoo.com if you want to send a picture. I don't want to cause you any money or stress of sending the thing out, but I'll have Banana take a look at it and we can take it from there. I'm gonna try and answer that super chat. LT, always good to hear from you. Thank you for the call.
all right. I'll send it out, and I'll send it to you if you want it.
Yeah,
Bye.
blindsurfershow@yahoo.com. Thanks a lot. As to the super chat there, trying to cook when you're blind, like I mean, it's one of the things I'm just not terribly comfortable with. I pay a company. I pay for a service from a company called Factor 75, and they make fresh meals that get sent to me. And all I have to do is microwave them. And Banana has actually put little dots on the microwave. There's a dot over the 5, so I can find the 5 is the middle. 1, 2, 3, and 7, 8, and 9 are above and below it. And then there's a dot on the start. So like I'm a microwave master. I have like I'll cook up spaghetti and stuff, but cooking up a steak is not super easy because that's kind of a visual thing. I will do some things cooking in the oven, but on the stovetop stuff is difficult. And I mean, I was never passionate about cooking in the first place. But I just try and, if I'm cooking anything, I like stuff that has like very specific directions. Like put this in the oven for exactly 4 minutes at 400 degrees, take it out, spin it around, put it back in for 3 minutes or something like that. So I can make like chicken, I can make wings, I can make pizzas. And, if I am making pasta, I'll put it in there and specifically put spaghetti in there and cook it for exactly 11 minutes and then take it out and go to the sink where the strainer is and dump it out, throw it back in the pot, throw the red sauce on it, maybe some butter, microwave some meatballs and put that together. So I can make a meal, but I don't really enjoy it all that much. I was never a big cook to begin with. And then the stress of burning my hand didn't really entice me to
It's
want to
much
do it much
easier
more.
for sure.
What's up,
Also,
chat people?
I would love cooking it with someone who is sighted like with my future wife.
Yeah, I mean, Banana and I cook.
At Karen
Or
Goodwin
she does all the cooking, and
3204 asks Goose, what is your favorite fact?
I try to be like the little helper if we're doing
At
some cook
Kimberly
together.
Frederick said hand pink waving.
Hand pink waving.
At
Hand
Rial
pink waving.
Vestro said I assume the robot voice is something he's using on his end cause I can't figure out how to make it work.
Well, yeah, you can't
At the
can't
Goose of
control it.
Knowledge said
So that robot voice, the female robot voice, is for all the comments that are coming in. I don't know. I feel like there's so many comments that it starts to back up and isn't in real time. I'm controlling it from this little thing right here. This is where I control all the calls are over here. All the robot voices are here. The music is right there. That's the intro music. For some reason, like when I thought I was gonna do a show, I thought I would do some like hard rockin' or maybe some cool hip hop music. And like one day I came across this song. And I'm like, this is kind of cool, like old Western, kind of like Shootout at the OK Corral. And then this one, the regular theme music. Once I fire off the intro, this one's just fun. This one like puts me in a good mood. Like I kind of like that song. But yeah, I control
Up.
there. I can controlling the.
At Alfredo Roberto
Alfredo
2703 said hello, God bless and have a good night.
Hello, Alfredo Roberto. God
At
bless. and have a
Pecan
good night.
Cakes said
Pea
opinion on the
Pancakes.
Big Kirk.
on the big Kirk. I don't
At
even know what that is.
GoldenMan1124
should, but I
TTV
don't.
said hi.
Said hi. And the other robot voice, the one. So the reason I give a little more attention to the manly sounding robot voice is if you're on YouTube, vertical or horizontal, and you tip $3 or more, it'll read it out loud. So no matter what I'm doing, I don't have any control over it. If you tip $3 or more, that voice will come in and ask me the question. So I try and pay a little extra attention to that. What did I just hear? Banana? Is that you? Yep. Are you wanting to come in? Mm-hmm. All right, everybody. We're going to be joined by Banana. Have you been listening, Banana?
Mostly.
Do you want to move the chicken somewhere?
Sure.
Why don't you throw him over there?
Hug first?
What's that?
Does he want to hug?
No, he
first?
doesn't want to hug. Okay, well, that's a pleasant.
Wow, that was a lot more than I expected.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
really sorry.
not a pleasant noise. What you're going to grab that microphone and those headphones, excuse me, and you let me know when you're all set up. I feel like when you sat down, I sank into the couch. Are you on my side?
Oh my God, you're always criticizing
Well,
me.
I'm just trying to. So that
This
monitor.
couch is very, very old.
I know
it goes like this.
I know it's an old couch, but look in that monitor. Is your head in the screen on that monitor?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I was listening to the comments, which I know you love. Oh, I got to turn on. Actually, that's my fault that time. I got to turn on your microphone. Do you have your microphone within reasonable proximity of your face?
I think I do.
Hey, there you go. Want to hear some text-to-speech
At
comments?
Jblade-LHG asks Pete, did you do the intro for the financial exchange in Boston?
Wow. Yes, that is a
At
good
Devils,
pick by you.
Advocate
Hey, there's Devil's Advocate.
2354 said the good, the bad, and the ugly vibes.
That's exactly.
Intro music, and I love it.
Yeah. Do you know the good, the bad, and the ugly, Banana?
No.
It's an old Western. So my pre-intro music is this. And she was saying it's kind of the good, the bad, and the ugly vibes. But yeah, good ear on that person. I am the voice of the Financial Exchange, which comes out of Boston. I think it's on Sirius Satellite Radio right now. And I've been the voice of that since like forever. So good ear on you. Since Banana is here, we will take some more phone calls. 760-517-6844. We already spoke to Danny. You missed Danny, but he told us that Michael and Daisy will call just for you tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And now we got a new mystery caller in line. Hey, who's this? It's Pete and Banana with you.
New mystery caller. Good evenings and greetings and salutations. This is George from Port Angeles. How are you, sir?
Where is Port Angeles, George?
Port Angeles is west of Seattle in Washington State, next to Sequim. It's in the twilight areas from the books, and it is
so much
a
information.
beautiful area.
I did.
I've called you twice one time ago, but please go ahead.
No, I was just I feel like I'm failing on my geography over there. But is it freezing up there, or not so much in the Pacific Northwest?
Hey, you got the Pacific Northwest. Very good, very good. It's actually, the weather's been fairly nice here. We have missed out on the
One
storms.
second, George. Sorry.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, pretty lady.
I'm good, Sarah. I didn't sleep much last night, if you want to know the truth. So I'm a little tired, but other than that, thanks for asking.
She woke up this morning informing me. She's like, I didn't sleep a wink last night.
For some reason, I wasn't aggravated because I was snuggled by everybody.
She had Steve on one side, me on the other side. Skylar was in there, and Steve and Skylar, for people that don't know, are dogs. Nothing
Yeah.
completely bizarre going
It was
on
like,
out here.
I couldn't be too mad. Like everybody was like in a snuggle pile. I was like, whatever, it's cool if I don't sleep.
Everybody's happy and warm.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I felt.
Sorry to sidetrack, George. What else is going on?
Of course, no worries. I just have a couple questions for you, and my woman's here with me, and she's a little embarrassed to ask questions, but if that's all right.
Yeah, no problem.
So I noticed, I follow you semi-regularly, but I've been out of the loop for a while. So you have a tattoo, I see. How does that work being blind? Why did you want to get a tattoo, or did you get it when you could see a little bit? Like, what's going on with that?
I've got a
story on that.
I've got a couple of videos explaining that, but I can't imagine everybody that would see them all. But the Cobra, I was kind of getting it right as if anybody, I don't know, can anybody see it on the, or is the
if you go like,
we can see it on your right arm.
Yeah.
and then
Banana's trying to help me show it to the camera. There we go. I guess if the
I
light
don't
is
know.
all right, it's there. There's a giant cobra on my right arm. It goes all the way around. So I was getting that right as I had just enough vision at the time that I was thinking I'd be able to see it on my arm. It's really close. I get my face really close to it, and I liked
We can see it.
I like the idea of a cobra.
Can I interject for a second?
Yeah.
I actually think I've never heard that tidbit.
What?
You said that it would be close to where you could see.
Yeah, like if I put it low on my calf or something. I mean, I guess I do some.
But I'm of all the
bends.
things, I feel like I know every last thing about you, but
Oh.
I've never heard that little part about
Yeah,
it would be like.
I put it right there. I figured I could.
It's your peripheral. I can't say
Yeah,
that word ever.
my
but,
peripheral vision, which I had a little bit of back then. I very much felt like I could see it when I got it.
Crazy. Oh.
And I liked the cobra because either little known or well known, I'm not sure a fact, but all snakes, including cobras, have terrible, terrible vision. But no one ever looks at a cobra. They do. They have bad vision, but no one ever looks at a cobra and thinks lesser of it because it's still a badass animal. So I thought that was kind of perfect for me.
That is cool.
Yeah. Okay, that's awesome. It fits. Moving on to my second question for you. What's your favorite color? And I'm going to give you one chance on this. There's only one right answer, and that right answer is purple.
Oh,
so why is purple your favorite color?
Well, are you looking at his shirt, dude?
What gave that away?
I was about to say shades of blue, including purple, violet, and indigo. Those are all. So in the spectrum of light, Roy G. Biv, if you're looking at the rainbow, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, I lost those colors in that succession. I lost the ability to see red first, and all the other ones became more difficult. So I was left with the blues longer than any other color. And I can still register, if I look up at the sky and their sun isn't too bright, I can still register the blue.
How very interesting.
Yeah.
That's
I can confirm that.
pretty incredible.
I mean, I think I can. I'm not sure if my brain is just telling me I can.
No. Like when we go on walks, you often ask me, you're like, am I seeing purple or am I seeing blue? And I'm like,
oh,
yeah. And I'm
that's so cute and pretty.
But honestly, almost always he's right. Or I would say 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
I'll go 7 out of 10.
Sometimes you're just being nice. You're like, that was grand.
Well, no, I'll be like, I can see where you saw that.
I know you've got plenty to go on, so I have one more question, and then my woman Mary has a question, if that's all right.
Sure.
So I was just listening to you speak about cooking and staying away from the stove and how the microwave is your friend. Haha, I love it. All that's great. Here's my question: what is the worst dish that you hate to make, and why?
I hate making every dish.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't think he could pick.
Oh my
God!
I just don't. I don't enjoy the process of cooking. Anything that
Let's
takes.
be honest. Pete does not cook.
I microwave, and I have made. I did an episode where I made burgers. I did an episode where I made.
Okay, you did an episode. Let's.
Okay. I made ramen in one episode. I made spaghetti in an episode. Yeah, I do.
I'm gonna have to catch up on those.
Well, now, that's another thing. I've recently, in the past couple of years, I was trying to be stubborn, putting my own ketchup on a burger, which doesn't sound like it should be that hard. But literally, I'd squeeze the bottle, and if it's not coming out, I'd just kind of squeeze the bottle, move it around 2 times, and Banana would be like, nothing came out. And I'm like, oh, you do it for me.
Oh, that makes sense.
And I don't want to be sticking my finger in my burger and be like, oh, there's some ketchup right there.
I know.
So, I mean, I can if I'm alone. I
We
can.
had to walk the fine line of am I catering to you? I'll just do everything for
I
you.
know.
You know what I mean? And then the control freak part of me.
You're so sweet, though. You're so sweet. It's not a control freak. That's beautiful and wonderful.
Well, part of
My
me
woman
feels.
does the same.
I kind of hate having to.
Comes in, and then I'm like, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, I kind of hate having to have people do stuff for me. A lot of times we throw parties here at the house, and there'll be a buffet or some catered food somewhere in the house, and then basically, I basically feel like King Tut sitting in this chair and just having people bring. People are like, Pete, should we bring you wings? Pete,
Nobody feels that
you
way.
love it. You love it a bit.
First
And
of
you
all,
do
you
admit
probably,
it.
Yeah, you probably do love it, but also nobody feels like, oh, we gotta feed
Feed Pete, feed King
I
Pete
almost
over
said
there.
Steve. You know I did.
I know.
I cannot say Pete
I
without
love it.
saying
Well,
Steve right now.
I would rather be able to do it by myself, but yeah, sitting there and having people bring me food and drink and feed me grapes and family
I can
isn't
see
the
what you're
worst.
saying. Yeah, that makes sense. And I get where you're coming from. It definitely makes sense. Where it's on one point, yes, it's nice, but at the other point, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, rather just get
So
up.
you've answered all my questions. You've answered all my questions for this evening, sir.
Nice.
May I direct you to the next woman, my woman, Mary?
Sounds good.
Mary, you're on.
Hi, Mary.
Currently George's woman.
Exactly.
I have
I
one
was like,
question
can we
for
not?
you.
Can we stop saying that?
I can be your man. Why?
No, it's a two things. Okay, anyway, my question is Beavis or Butthead, and why?
Oh,
Well, I often do a terrible like Beavis laugh.
yeah, you do. No, do you? You do like a Lois Griffin laugh.
There's a lot, but I'll go like.
Yeah, I guess you do that sometimes. Who wears the Megadeth shirt? Is that Butthead? Which one of them wears Megadeth and one of them wears AC/DC?
I think Butthead wears Megadeth.
Okay, if Butthead does wear
Yeah.
the Megadeth,
The brown man.
Yeah, that I
Yeah.
think that is.
Fire, the fire guy?
Oh,
That's Beavis.
That's Beavis.
well, I think
Fire.
Beavis is also. I am the great Cornholio.
Okay.
Yeah,
Keep me from my bunghole.
that's Beavis. And yeah, Butthead's more like,
Yeah. I guess I was a big fan of Beavis
Towley from South Park.
Towley.
Love it.
It's just a silly
Beavis, I mean, the great Cornholio. I need deeper for my bunghole. Like, I do.
Alright, okay.
But I like, right now I'm a fan of the Butthead because he wears the Megadeth shirt. And I've been voicing a ton of stuff for Megadeth as they're getting ready to go out on tour and release their final studio album. They've been sending they've been sending a lot of work my way, whether through the radio stations I work for, Live Nation or Sirius Satellite Radio. I've been reading a ton. I had to wake
But
up.
that doesn't count on their character.
No, but I'm a fan of him wearing Megadeth for that purpose. Sorry, I see you.
I'm just teasing. Yeah, good.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I know you have other people to get to and such, but can I ask you a simple thing of what can I say in a fancy voice to say goodbye to you? I just like it.
What is fancy voice?
Fancy way. Wait, you could sing it.
Fancy
Happy
voice is
Oh.
some kind of voice similar to. how
Well, are you good
doing?
at accents, or I mean, what do you got?
I have no idea, and that's what I want to find out right now.
Could maybe like let's go into like an old western, dude.
Oh, I can give music for the old western.
Oh shoot! All right, I'll say like see you around, partner, or something like that. How's that?
Yeah, but you have to like give it a little oomph there, buddy. Ready? Ready?
Yeah.
See you around, partner. Like you gotta. Ready?
Yeah.
Do it.
Yep.
Do it.
You do it.
All right. I'll see you around, partner.
All right, then.
That was good.
It's about time we
Thank you
hit
for
the
your time.
dusty trail. See you around, partner. Thanks, George. Thanks, Mary. Appreciate the phone
Have a good
call.
evening.
Good luck with the wagon.
All right, we're not actually going anywhere. I was just firing out the music because he wanted to do a fancy goodbye there. That's pretty good.
That was funny.
Yeah. Let's see if I activated the chat. It might have died over there, Banana. If the chat died and I have to go restart it, do you want to hold down the show all by your lonesome? We didn't get kicked off the air again, did we?
I don't feel that way.
It says end stream, right? Like it doesn't say go live.
Yeah, no, everything seems up and running. There's like the chat thing was over there on the right. I don't know what it's doing. I don't pay attention to that, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think I may have lost my text to speech thing, which it goes out every now and then. Do you want to?
There is something that says on the bottom "sign into chat," but it's not highlighted. and
No,
I
not
would
that
know
one.
how to-
It's it would be on that monitor over there. Do you want to talk all by yourself
Yeah.
for like 2 minutes while I go over there and fire that thing up again?
Yep. But I'm taking your microphone.
No, don't move.
Why not?
No, I don't need to move. Stay there.
Why not?
Because then I'm gonna. There's so much.
It would. Why can't I have the better microphone?
They're the same microphone.
I don't.
Mine's gold, yours is silver, but otherwise it's basically the same. I'm gonna go over
All right,
there.
chance it. We'll see if I move.
You tell if you move. How am I gonna know that you moved? Banana, what are you doing?
Giving you anxiety.
Yeah, you are. You have to tell the story while I'm
Oh my gosh, there's so many stories to choose from. First of all, I always appreciate that Sarah's in the chat, even though I can't see it.
Caster Labs caffeinated. Dashboard. Caster Labs caffeinated.
Wow,
Close window.
we can all hear that in our ears?
Yeah, well, that's how text-to-speech works.
Desktop.
That says desktop.
So why am I here trying to tell a story?
Desktop. Desktop.
Text-to-speech. You should be a pro at that.
But can't the people on the stream actually hear that?
Yeah.
Desktop.
Keep talking.
Desktop.
Okay, so should I rap? It's like desktop.
Oh. You could rap if you wanted to.
I would never be able to do that. I don't have that skill.
I can rap.
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's see. This should be firing the text-to-speech back up momentarily. If not, we'll just have to talk to each other. All right, did you take my seat or not?
I did not, but I do kind of like that you know that I don't get told what to do.
Okay. You hear any texting coming in right now?
At Chase-GC7Z said
Look
67.
at that. I'm good at fixing stuff.
At Omagu_4 said help.
Help? What happened to old
At
Magoo?
Jack-T5Z8N said yes, we hear it.
Yay.
At Chase-GC7Z said 67.
6-7.
At
What?
SarahCam7808 said it's the Banana Show. Take it over, Banana,
Yeah, Banana.
before he comes back.
Yeah, you had the opportunity to take it over, and all you did was
At
complain about the text-to-speech.
Chase-GC7Z said 67.
Now we're getting the 67.
At Omagu
Hold on one second.
_4 said help.
Oh, nothing. I think it's made it. It's made everything harder. I'll give you that. Has losing my eyesight made me better at something that I think I have a better memory because I'm forced to remember stuff as opposed to just look at it and reference it. I think I have a pretty good memory.
Yeah,
No?
you do. Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, because I've known you forever, if there's something, I don't know, like you're pretty type A, so maybe you like wouldn't have had the patience if you.
I don't know, but that doesn't make me better. Did you put your microphone back in front of your face? I feel like I'm not hearing you that well.
Hello.
Hey, hello.
Hello.
Is that how you get
Yeah.
your mic check 1 2 1 2? Hello.
I'm just trying to interview for like Miss Hannigan from Annie.
Okay, that's quite the reference. I think it has forced me to have a better memory, being better at other people at things. No, I think it's just basically made life extraordinarily difficult and everything a lot harder than it would otherwise be if I could see. I don't feel like there's a lot of positives to losing your eyesight. Is that too negative? I feel like that's truthful. I'm just trying to be truthful. Do you
I
think?
have no idea because I don't know you as a person who has had eyesight.
I mean, what am I better at other people in? Everything? If that is true, it is definitely not because I lost my eyesight.
I think you would have been a little
At
bit more of a dickhead.
Oh, geez. All right. Well, then. Thank you very much. The one bleep for the night comes from Banana's side of the
6
couch.
said congrats on the Megadeth thing.
Congrats on the Megadeth thing. Thank you.
At Chase-GC7Z said 67.
There's a lot of 6-7s coming in here.
At Karen Goodwin
Karen's still here.
3204 said yay. We
Yay.
have our voice back.
You do it. That is kind of funny. This is the voice
At
of the chatters.
Chase-GC7Z
And here's Chase. Is he going to say
said
6-7 again?
67.
All right. Someone. I know we have.
At
well,
Jeanette.P
is that worth?
said question for
What?
banana
I have to go.
emoji.
Question
Can
for
you guys see when we're clicking the emojis on screen?
Can you see
I've
when they're-
always been curious if streamers can actually see them.
Can you see them, Banana?
At DaisDoggo
No.
No, I don't. But honestly, like I'm looking now, but normally I don't look at the stream because I'm trying to just like be engaged in the conversation. But I don't see them. I didn't see them.
She might not be the best person. to ask. It
Chase
does- Is this one going to say
GC7Z
6-7
said
again?
6-7.
All right, devil's
Dude, I'm
advocate.
gonna get pissed.
Or Sarah, or anybody that
Somebody
has.
kick this dude out.
Yeah, there are people with moderating skills or moderating privileges in the chat. If you want to give that person a permanent timeout. I mean, I guess I don't care that much. It's not as bad as last week's chat.
I'm
but
annoyed by you because
it's
I
not-
have to listen to your stupid 6-7 thing,
Jeez, you
and
got-
it doesn't even mean anything.
Short patience for the
Well, I'm just saying. I mean,
for the chat or for the text to speech voice tonight.
Well.
All right, we'll go to a call 760-517-6844. Remember that show where I gave out the wrong phone number for the entire show? I was off by one number. All right, that was the right number. And who is this? Uh-oh. Banana, they're not there.
hello.
You know what that means?
What the noise?
It means
They've been blasted.
We blew them up. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. You get blowed up if you don't say anything. But we will see. I'm just giving one person a second to see if they're going to show up and answer the line. Hey, who's this?
Hey, this is Ross.
Ross. Hey, Ross. This
You've
is
called before.
Yeah, this is Ross, who suffers from short-term memory loss, and he had a short made about him that I messed up one fact, but it did well, and we got some information out there. So what's going on? Have you ever had Banana on the
I've talked to
show?
him before.
Have you? Okay.
I think so. Yeah, because I made a reference to it, and you kind of got like a little butthurt, said, "Oh, you don't want to talk to me," or something like that.
That's me. That was a good impression. I like that. That sounded just like me.
One of the things I want to say is Molly Burke had a blind chef come on her
channel
program,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it, her
Yeah.
channel. So there's a blind chef out there for the person that made that call or comment to you.
Yeah, I mean,
on
I feel like there's a blind everything. There's like a blind woodworker out there, and a blind mechanic,
Right,
and a blind
right.
skier.
Yeah, oh,
Like,
totally.
I suppose if I decided to specialize, if I really wanted to cook blind, I'm sure there's a million tips and tricks.
He
Just
doesn't like to cook.
I just
like
don't
he doesn't
like to
have a
cook.
passion for it.
period.
Right.
Like, even when
No,
I could see.
I was saying that more to the person that asked you the question
Yeah.
and wanted to and made the comment wanted to cook more.
Yeah.
Second of all, this is more of a joke. Sorry for bringing up about do people think you're not blind because you got kicked off the air just not too long ago.
Yeah.
You know,
Because I brought up that you ever had that problem, and you said not really. And then that just came up right after, or a little while after.
I think you're.
So-
I think you might. It might have been your question on air.
Oh,
Someone
yeah.
latched onto that. I wonder if the guy. I wonder if one of my moderators kicked out Alex for good, because I think the chat's been relatively friendly tonight.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it doesn't, when people ask that, Ross, if people ask these days, or if they doubt me, like, I generally don't care. Like, if someone doesn't want to believe, that's fine. However, when it actually gets my stream shut down, then I care.
Yeah, then you're like, okay.
Then I'm mildly
Right.
annoyed. But otherwise, there's enough people in my life that I care about and that know me. And I've definitely put enough of a body of
Well,
work
you
out
do
there.
not need to
Keep
defend
justifying.
yourself or
Yeah.
exactly.
And what a, hold on one second, Ross.
Okay.
I've heard a lot. I thank you for the tip and thank you for the reminder. I need to look into Perplexity, because I've just been using like ChatGPT and Gemini, but
Well, it's
Perplexity.
all moving so fast, so we're all like
Yeah, it
learning
is.
one thing at a time.
I didn't know that it did all that. I appreciate that tip. Let me mark the time of. So 8:11 p.m. Remember 8:11 Banana, because I'll have to go back and re-listen to that to remind myself of exactly what it is. Ross, yeah, if people are going to accuse me at this point, like, it just, I mean, do you ever
Right.
have to try and convince someone that you have short-term memory loss? Like, are people like, you're faking, obviously?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. I but I do, but then I just go on with my life. And then since I can't remember, I don't know who the heck they were.
Perfect.
That's kind of perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else is,
And if it's a repeat and I keep getting, because, after a few times it will register, and then I can write it down, Jim Bob is a bleep, so just avoid talking to him.
do you have a little notebook of like who's a jerk and who's nice?
I actually was like, I thought that was going like towards the idea of like places to eat, like menus, like avoid Jim Bob's because like their food sucks. So do you know where to eat? Like, do people help you out with that?
No, you know what? Well, that really is that will hit on a long term, if it's crappy food or I don't like something on the menu, then that will
stick.
That's something that will hit my long term.
Okay, great.
You and I, Banana, are in Ross's long term, which is kind of cool. So you can form
Super cool.
new memories when you speak to us, because this show is in your long-term memory. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
So
And like I said, I mean, it takes now probably about 5 or 6 times. Like if I meet someone at a restaurant or like a worker, they will kick in about 5 or 6 times that I go there, and I'll keep remembering them. But if I see them at Safeway or at the mall, I might not recognize them, but they can say, "Hey, I work at the Naughty Dog," and then I'm like, "Oh, yeah," or Safeway or something like that. Then I will recognize them. But otherwise, until they make that establishment or that connection in my mind,
almost like
I don't know
routine.
where I know
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
What if someone comes to your house? Like, what if the cable guy or the internet guy comes to your house and he's there for like an hour and a half? If you walk away to make a sandwich, will you forget that the person is there?
I feel like I would do that.
Banana would do that.
I would probably know someone's there, but in my house, it's unless I went into the bathroom or my room, I have an open house. So, it's just open floor plan.
That would be weird though if you were in the bathroom for a while and you came on, you're like, what are you doing here? I'm sorry to laugh, but your condition is, to me, it's fascinating. And now it's kind of fun for me to be on the other side because everybody's always asking me a bunch of,
Right.
It's questions that I'm like,
I
this is
totally
my life,
understand.
dude. Yeah. Okay. So you're a very good sport about it. I appreciate your answering all the questions. I know that the audience is very fascinated by you and your openness. Ross, I think you weren't here, Banana. He has so many good and interesting stories. Brooks and I were trying to convince him to do his own YouTube channel. Now, Ross, you say that you're nervous. However, you call this show every couple weeks or so, and you're in front of hundreds of people right now, and you don't seem that nervous. One of these days, I'm going to convince you to do a YouTube channel. Your stories are fascinating.
Yeah, but the other thing is, when I'm just doing this naturally, it's fine. But when I'm like reading from a script, then I start going,
That's why you don't
like
do it
that.
that way. Like Pete and I don't have a script. We just show up and start talking.
Yeah, natural.
Just
Just
Right.
naturally tell your stories. Brooks actually offered to edit. I feel like if you just set up a camera in front of your face and you sent the stories to Brooks, he'd chop them up for you. We offered initially, Banana. We told Ross that he could just tell me the stories, and then I would do them. I would voice act the stories for him.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Forgot about that too.
And I wasn't making a joke on that either.
That would be, it would be confusing because then people would be like, oh no, Pete went blind and then he also lost his memory. Something would have to be on the screen, like telling Ross's story.
Somehow we would get in trouble. Like, end of story.
I could hire another voice actor at the beginning of it that'd say, Pete
Insensitive
Gustin.
because.
No, it'd say, Pete Gustin is a paid voice actor telling the stories of Ross. And then I could tell the story.
Right. Well, the other thing is, like I said, when I hear my voice recorded, I don't like it.
Nobody
I don't
likes
it.
their voice recorded.
Yeah.
You have to really get used to that.
I do. I love my
Wait,
voice
but
recorded. It's awesome.
But doesn't Pete like his voice recorded?
He might. I mean, he might. But I don't even think I have
so-
like a bad voice. But when I first started hearing it, even like in like when I
Right.
would like take care of like little kids and I'd be like, oh, happy birthday. I'd be like, oh my God, like edit that out. It was so bad. But then you just listen
Right.
to it and you're like, whatever, that's me.
I don't even know if people don't like their voices. I think they're just not used to it because what you hear.
That's what I think.
Yeah, I think, and then the more you get used to it, you're like, yeah, that's me. I had a mildly different experience. Like I was able to, after a short period of time, recording myself and hearing myself when I was trying to be a voice actor, I got used to hearing what my voice sounded like. But then I spent years trying to make my voice do exactly what I wanted it to do, so that when I opened my voice and delivered a script a certain way, I wanted to hear it a certain way. And, it takes a lot of time, breath control and voice control. And that took a long time, but
Those are very different things
Yeah.
as far as like just starting a YouTube channel because you have a fascinating story. Like, why not try to
do it. Do it. We're going to peer pressure you, Ross.
yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Well, and I still haven't gotten my number to you for going to the Brain Injury Coalition.
Okay, so we didn't want you to give it out. Oh, you said you can't email though. I don't want you to give out your phone number on the damn show. That just seems really unwise. You're gonna have a lot of people call it.
Well, right. Well, see, the only thing is, I don't use that phone for any. The only thing I use that phone for, because it's a landline, is when I accidentally misplace my cell phone then I go to the landline and call it because I do that I misplace it. Like sometimes I'll be outside and I'll have it outside my
I
pocket.
don't think we're supposed to put out phone numbers.
Yeah,
I
do
just
you
like-
have
No, that's
anybody?
fine.
Do you know anybody that can email?
No, yeah, and I haven't gone to that place yet, so I'm going to go do that, but I haven't gone there yet.
Oh,
It's
one
just-
second, Ross, and I'll give you where to email it.
I bet.
Yeah, all right. I'll
I kind of feel like that would be exciting.
yeah, just hearing and feeling the.
But we do
the
live by
rocket taking
Camp
off.
Pendleton, and there's a lot of booms.
There's booms, and
Yeah.
then SpaceX takes off a lot over here.
Oh yeah, there's a lot to see.
I do fireworks sometimes. The way they just kind of thump in your chest, it's like, whoa, that was a sensation. I felt that. So Ross, if you can remember to play this part back to someone, I'm going to give you an email address. This is the email address: blindsurfershow@yahoo.com. So if your person can email, you can send that number to blindsurfershow@yahoo.com. If you want to play this back to them, hopefully you
Okay.
can remember.
Hold on. Let me.
Oh, you want to write that down?
Okay. Yeah, I'm doing that right now. I just got a pen and paper. Blind Surfer.
Show
You're right.
at yahoo.com.
At yahoo.com.
That is the brand,
Okay,
brand
got
new
it.
email address. So I will keep an ear out for that. I will hear the message come in, and then hopefully we can connect that way. Ross, thank you so much for the phone call. I really
I'm glad I
appreciate
was
it.
here this time to talk to you.
Yeah, it's always
Central
good to hear
Park
from Ross.
in
Oh,
New
look,
York
it's
City
the text
is
voices
larger
again.
than the entire country of Monaco.
Wow, did you know that, Banana? Central Park
At
is larger than the entire
Olivia.Stevens
country of
said, I
Monaco.
am being cordial,
When I hear a
LMAO,
robot
hush.
voice, I literally tune it out.
You need to tune it because the Goose of Knowledge drops a lot of good knowledge in the chat,
Honestly, I can't.
like an amazing
No,
amount.
I
of
only
knowledge.
have so many like channels that I can operate at one time.
All right. How are we doing? When did I start this thing? It's 8:20 p.m. I've probably been on for about an hour and 20 minutes. How you feeling, Banana?
I feel like that's a great amount of time.
It's a great amount of time. You want
At
to you want
Olivia.Stevens
to hear any more robot
said, this
voices?
is sloppy lol.
What is sloppy? What do we do with sloppy? Are you the sloppy one, Banana? I'm not being sloppy. I'm tight. I'm tight over here.
I don't know at all, but I was going to say that you can go on and on and on and on, and you're way more entertaining than me. So I could take the dogs out.
All right. If you want to take the dogs out, I
At
mean,
Master
hey, look, it's
Cole
another text to
1212
speech.
said W Goose of Knowledge.
Yeah, Goose of Knowledge. I don't know what you won, but you do a good job of dropping all your knowledge on everybody. Tell you what, I can join
Why don't
you.
you take another caller and
At
then
Oh,
Advocate
This devil's advocate.
2354 said gong.
gong. Oh, I wonder
At
if she gonged somebody.
SMK-G2M said, what movies do you voice act?
So I haven't voiced a lot of movies lately. I've been doing mostly TV and radio stuff, at least in this calendar year in the past few months. I wonder if, so I gave Devil's Advocate the ability to get rid of people in the chat. Devil's Advocate may
I
have
love
gotten
that.
rid of your 6-7 person for you, Banana.
that would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you want me to take a phone call or you want us to take a phone call?
either or.
Okay, let's see if I can, hold on. Hey, there we go. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. Do we have somebody here? Hey, who's this? Eh,
Hey,
eh.
who's
I
this?
just want to see if it was real.
It's real.
It's real.
And
And
Yeah.
I've watched you before. I forgot who you were at first when
Ah.
I first saw your live stream.
damn, you forgot who I was. Banana, you wanna salvage this one, or is there a blow up in the future?
I think there's a blow up now.
Boom. You don't even like it when I blow people up, but you want.
I'm like, he's not gonna help me out. Like I'm the sleepy one. I couldn't. You know what I mean?
I like the beginning of the call. He just goes. "Eh."
Yeah.
All right, we'll try one more, and if this person doesn't excite you, then you can take the doggies out for a walk. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. Please excite Banana. Who's this?
Hey, it's Dominic.
Dominic, what's going on?
What's going on?
Hey, I talked to you guys once before. It was about like me doing conditioning with a retired NFL player. If that
Yes, that
Remind-
does sound familiar.
I can't. follow this one.
in Ohio.
Yep. What's going on
Yeah.
tonight?
When you listen, like, let's go, like, with you, like, at, like doing party stuff and all that, and, like, let's go feed Ada,
I don't know if it's me.
Sorry, I don't know what was going on there. I was a little confused with what Dominic was trying to get at.
I was trying to take
At
the
the
stage
Goose
of
of
being the
Knowledge
sleepy
said
one, and then
Cleopatra
everybody like,
lived
who's
nearer
calling
in
is like,
time
I'm like,
to
I
the
can't.
first moon landing than the building of the pyramids of Giza.
That is true. Cleopatra lived nearer in
At Rick-
time to the first moon landing than the building of the pyramid at Giza.
I feel like this would be a good time for me to exit because the dogs are like patting at the door,
Are they? You can hear them out there?
and I've just learned that fun fact, and I
Okay,
can go.
that is a fun
Age
fact.
of the pyramids.
Oh, now we get some more pyramid
Until
information for
humans
you.
found them. At Joni BC
Oh, here's
said
Joni.
at Blazer 62505, there may have been a delay.
There may have been a delay between when they called and when I blew them up. Oh, I wonder if someone was there. Thanks, Banana. Are you really gonna take them out? Okay. I will wrap up in a little bit for you. I'm gonna try and get one more successful call out of this on the evening, and then we can figure out the rest of our. You're back tomorrow, Banana. She's back tomorrow. All right, 760-517-6844 is the phone number. Let's see if we can get one more good call to wrap up the evening before we return for the big show with Brooks and Banana and me tomorrow. Let's see if we got someone here. Who's this?
Hello.
Hey, who's this?
Hi there. My name's Brad.
Brad?
Yes.
What's going on tonight?
I'm actually really excited to talk to you. I've been a huge fan of yours for like almost 3 years now. Like, I apologize. You've like inspired me so much, like through your content. Like, I've actually started content creation because of you.
Oh wow.
Because like your find a way message, like it hit me at a point in time where I had like lost. So my little sister had committed suicide.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
She was 14, and I found your content a couple years after that when I was in a really deep depression, and I found that your messaging about always finding a way and like seeing how amazing you are at like just everything you do, like surfing, skateboarding, just voice acting in general, like it's so inspiring. And I've been just listening for a while, and yeah, I'm just really excited to tell you how like you're just amazing, man.
Well, thank you. That means the world to me. It's kind of the main reason I do this channel, or at least the main reason I continue to do this channel, is I hear things like that, and then I wake up in the morning and I got a million things I got to read. I got a bunch of other projects going on, and then I was like, oh yeah, I got to make some content today, and I literally have to like, why am I doing this today? Why am I fitting this in? And I hear something like that, and it definitely keeps me going. So thank you. But honestly, I put the little slogan up there on the screen, and I tell people to find a way. And a lot of times it's easier to just say that or to just hear it, but to do it, that's on you, man. Like you pushed through that and found your way and kept going, it sounds like. So the credit is all yours. Congratulations.
I really appreciate you, man. I actually I recently welcomed my son to the world about 5 months ago.
Oh, wow.
And I genuinely, like, not to sound cliche, but like I don't think I would have been the person I am today had I not like stumbled upon your content and just kind of started binge watching all your videos, and just like you just really helped me out in such a hard time. And I just genuinely appreciate you so much, man.
Wow, I'd like to say you're giving me too much credit, but I don't want to be ungrateful sounding, so I'll just take that and say thank you. I appreciate that, and I've heard a couple similar stories. I just think the reason I started and continued, like the internet is just full of freaking just bad stuff and people arguing and screaming. And I know for me as a consumer of content myself, like every once in a while, I like finding, this is going to sound weird, like I just like finding positive stories. I try and find a lot of motivational stuff from Tom Brady. I grew up a Patriots fan. I just recently was listening to an interview with the lead singer of Metallica, James Hetfield, and he was talking about how he, to this day, appreciates his lot in life and his ability to make a living doing the music he loves because of the struggles that he went through trying to start a band and get heard. And so that's the kind of content I like. I like hearing other people going through something, and it doesn't have to be a disability. It doesn't have to relate to me specifically, but other people that have encountered adversity and overcome it. And the fact that I felt like I had those stories to share, that's the kind of content I wanted to put out. What kind of content have you decided to start putting out yourself?
So I'm very obsessed with dinosaurs and history and stuff like that. So I kind of just started making stuff about that, and it kind of became like a little series on my channel and stuff like that. And it got a little bit popular on like TikTok and stuff. And I don't think it would have like impacted me as much had I not like pushed myself to find a way, like it's great.
I'm glad that you pushed through that, and just finding a little something, sometimes, especially, part of this whole me starting this channel was I was really going through the last bit of me losing my eyesight, and I had to come to grips with it. And I hadn't spent a lot of time or energy in my life, like explaining to people that I was losing as much vision as I did. Sometimes I feel funny because kids I went to high school with, like I had bad eyesight back then. Like I had bad eyesight in high school. And I wonder about them watching this channel and they're like, what's he talking about? He just had bad eyesight. But, it was degenerative, meaning it just kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And so right when I started this channel, it was getting through that point where like I started to need the blind cane. I started needing Banana, put my ketchup on my hamburgers for me. And it was just, and I needed something. I needed something else than sitting in my booth and reading 100 pieces of copy every day. And to me, the outlet of the channel and then getting out there and challenging myself to surf, that's what got me through it. Like, yeah, I'm losing my eyesight, but I'm sharing the journey and I'm sharing that I'm able to overcome. I don't know if people can see it. I don't know if it's in the frame, but above my right shoulder, my slogan is find a way. And then last Christmas, the Christmas before this one, Banana had that little metal piece of art made up for me. And it's kind of cute. She wrote found a way instead of find a way, but because she's like, you did it. She's like, you found a way. That was kind of her like patting me on the back and saying, way to go, Pete, you did it. And I thought that was super nice.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Like, give me the name of your channel. We'll give it a plug before we get out of here.
It's Dazed Doggo YT.
Dazed Doggo. Is that DAZED DOGGO?
Yes.
All right. Dazed Doggo YT. Are you on YouTube and TikTok?
Yes, I am.
I'm in a hard shadow ban on TikTok right now. The last two videos I posted, I have 760,000 followers on TikTok, and the last two videos I posted got like 19 views each. I was like, oh, tell me how you really feel about me, TikTok.
I swear something's been going on with TikTok lately. I've posted maybe 3-4 videos and they got taken down for community guideline strikes, but like I don't even think I've said anything inappropriate in them. So it's like, I don't know if there's something going on with the content moderation or what, but that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Only 19 views.
Yeah. 19 views, 760,000 followers. I was like, all right. And someone called, it was probably a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago at this point, someone called and asked me my favorite dinosaur. I told them it was an Ankylosaurus just because that was my nephew's favorite dinosaur. And someone, I think Matea Brown actually mailed me a little plastic Ankylosaurus and kind of sparked my interest in dinosaurs again. Just amazing to think that those things were walking around on the earth a couple million years ago, whatever it was.
Well, do you have a P.O. box by chance?
Yeah. If you go to any of my unboxing videos, like literally any unboxing video, the mailing address is there.
Yeah, that's right. I wasn't sure if you closed it or not.
No, it's still there. And I mean, if you want to,
Okay.
if it's easier for you to, it's probably, I was going to give it to you right now and then you can hit rewind if you're watching this. But yeah, just go to any of the unboxing videos. 300 Carlsbad Village Drive, Suite 108A, number 278, Carlsbad, California, 92008. But, I mean, congratulations again on pushing through. I mean, that's a lot to deal with. So I'm glad you're able to get out of it. Congratulations on the birth of your son and success to you and your channel.
Thank you so much, man. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Appreciate the phone call. I'm going to pop in and see. I think I might have lost the chat again. But that's kind of a fantastic call to end on. I will be back tomorrow. Brooks will be right here. Let me see if I can fire this out. Yeah. Banana will probably come back tomorrow unless she's had her fill after this evening. Let me see if I can hit Zemiozak. There we go. This is that part. I have to go over there and figure out. I can figure out how to get the chat back easier than I can figure out how to end the stream, but I'm going to go figure it out. Thanks for joining me on the new night, the Tuesday night show. Hope you guys all had fun. I appreciate all of you. Love all of you for being there. And I'll talk to you again tomorrow evening on the Blind Surfer Show live. Oh, my voice cracked. That's not supposed to happen. Blind Surfer Show live. Blind Surfer Show live. There we go. Third tries the charm.